Guys, we rehearsed this. It's quack. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here on the vanilla server, riding the rails at spawn at the mob farm, letting the mobs have their fun up above here and deciding, hey, they need to succumb to gravity. And I just noticed there's a missing block up there. I'm not fixing it. Anyway, just noticed down in the pavilion that some of the chests were empty of stuff. Somebody had grabbed a whole bunch of the gunpowder, and I said, oh, well, while I'm not doing anything else, I can just ride the rails, let the guys spawn, let them go splat, and do that fun stuff. But that's not what I'm planning on doing this week. In fact, this week, I'm planning on doing some work in the end, because ender pearls are nice to have, and I have very few, so it's time to do an ender farm. Ah, I got it this time. So I want to do an ender farm, and that's the plan. It's going to be interesting. I did some exploring out there. You can see I took everything off because I figured if I get real close to the edge and I make a mistake and I go, then I'm gone in the void. So I decided, nah, let me just put everything else away. Plus a carrot because, in case I got hungry or saw a rabbit. Off to the end. I'm thinking doing the interesting mob farm that Doc M was showing off recently with the 1.8 snapshots, that if there's an endermite, they actually will cause the endermen to charge after them. And I think that's kind of a cool idea. So that's my plan. I do need some lava. And I'm going to need a bucket with some water because I'm going to have to get down to the build limit because I want to get as low as possible. And something clumped and fell. But I want to get as low as possible to the build limit at 0 and then build up from there far, far away. And one of the easiest tricks for doing that is to use water and lava to build cobble down to the bottom, and that's what I'm gonna do. I think I may need a little bit more food. Think so. Okay, stronghold. So I don't really think there's much left in these chests. Yeah, just random crap from when we're here. I am gonna go ahead and sleep, just so that I have my bed reassigned here, because when I jump back out, it'll send me way back to my place, and I'm thinking probably here will be a nice little base of operations. So, okay, into the end. I was facing that way. Let me mark that. Anything that's this obsidian level and 3 blocks above will just disappear. In fact, I will go plop and stick that right there, and we'll watch it disappear next time I go through. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out which direction I need to go. Okay, yeah, so the center of the island is over there. I want to go opposite from the way I came in. So let's do a little digging this way. And my idea is, I'm thinking of setting up a sort of rail system that'll make it easy to get down to the actual ender farm. But one of the problems with that is if you jump out of a minecart, you might get sent to a spot you don't want to go, and falling in the void, that kind of ruins your whole day. So I will have to make sure that there's plenty of blocks around the minecart, just to make sure that you get pushed into the center and not out into the void, because that would be a real bad day. I think this is sufficient for a good little ender station. Your rails coming in and out, just fine there. Okay, now to start going down, and at some point I'm going to run out of island, and that's just kind of the way it's going to be. And as soon as I reach the end of the island, I am going to need to start playing with the lava and the water to see if I can start generating some cobble down to the build limit on Y0. I'm not going to build at Y0 or Y1. I think I'll probably build at like Y5 or 6 just to give me some space down below if I want to do something like a hopper chain or something like that to move things up. Yep, to move things around. We have hit the end of the island. Okay. Well, time to continue digging as far as I can here, and then doing a little bit cobblestonery stuff. Yeah. Like that. And this is the whole reason why I have nothing of value on me, because I'm sure I'm going to pitch over the edge several times in this whole process, and I don't want to lose anything that I care about. I don't think you would want to lose it either. It's a long drop there, so I'm going to try to avoid that. Alright, so I need to lava my way down. And if I remember my procedure right, I'll put lava there. Yep, and it pushes off to the side. And let that go down. And then this, I think I want to put right here. Yep. And now it's making cobble all the way down. Yep, 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 that's what I want. Okay, we'll scoop that back up. And that probably will give me all the cobble I need all the way down to the build limit. Yeah, because I'm not seeing it going any further there. Alright, so I now have a way down. Not that that's very good, but I will go ahead and set me up a ladder. Let's go over here, yeah. And then I'll put some ladders on this side and start extending this staircase down to about 5 or 6 on the y-axis. Yep. Let's do that. Quite a bit of work has been done so far. One of the things that I did choose to do is not to do the rail line. I played with this in single player mode and was slapping things around, and I needed quite a few blocks around the rail line to keep me from being ejected to the wrong side. So I decided, no, I don't want to deal with that many blocks. It's a pain enough already here in the end. I don't want anything more. So started doing some other work around here. It's just going to be a manual run. This is where you appear, facing that direction. I may change this corridor and face it straight into the island, but I don't know. That's for later. The main thrust of the work has been this direction, and this is very similar looking to the corridors we've been setting up in the Nether. My purpose is, other than right here, I want it non-spawnable everywhere else. So starting from these stairs on down and also above, there is no spawnable spaces because I don't want the endermen spawning around. And it gives you a nice little view back there of the island, kind of like that. So, no way the enderman can spawn, and you can see it's still a work in progress. I calculated it, and it's 170, I think like 178 blocks from the top of the stairs, or from where the island ends, to where they're going to be dying. That's far more than is necessary, because I only need like 128, but 126. Anyway, this is where the endermen are going to spawn, and because we're far enough from the island, I'm outside of spawning anything out there. They are just going to be able to spawn here. Well, up there. The strip here is where they're going to fall down and go splat. I don't need experience. I've got plenty of XP farms, lots of places, so I don't need that. I'm mainly here just for the ender pearls. That's all I really care about here. And so they're going to fall down and go splat. Normally in ender farm you'd have a fall of 43, and that would give them 1 heart left, and so or 1 health left, and then you just punch them once and they die. I'm going to go ahead and let them fall and go splat. So 45, maybe 46 blocks up, and that should be sufficient. I just need to cap this off. I don't think I'm even going to care about putting water around. That's something that people often do so that the endermen who are here don't teleport away, or if they do, they quickly die. I don't care. They're going to fall and go splat. So not even going to worry about water. I am just going to cap this off and then start building a shell up to the proper height and then get them spawned up there. Alrighty, time to go up 45 blocks, and I have them right here. We'll put that there. Put a ladder there so I can hop on top. And to be able to get back down, I think water will certainly help. Looks good. Okay, up, up, up. Okay, 45 higher, and you can't see a thing out there. Should have brought a torch up here. That would have kept them from spawning up here, but that's okay. Chomp, 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 chomp. And down we go. Safe. Let's grab that water back up. You know, I think I'm gonna keep the water here just in case I fall down a little bit while I'm building things. But now I can go ahead and put the ladders on up. Yeah, that's gonna work. Alright, so this is the strip. I should have brought a different set of blocks, because then I could have gone through and actually marked out the center strip. But we'll do this. This is where, yeah, that right there. That will kill you. That will kill you dead, because you will glitch through and fall go splat. So, not a good thing. That's why I'm doing it double wide here. One through the center, one more. Alright, so that's the center strip where they're going to fall through, and this will... I need to get my pick with me so I can break those off, although it doesn't really matter. The only reason why I'm doing slabs and top slabs is less material. I can actually, I can actually do more, I can cover twice as much ground with the half slabs. Okay, torch and a pick and a whole lot more slabs. Yeah. Getting close to about 3/4 done with the platform here, and I think the principle of if you build it, they will come has been established. Here's the walking up spot, and this is where they will fall in and die. With this in place, they look like solid blocks, and so when the endermite is here on this block, they will be directed in and then walk and fall down. This will force them to stop and fall down right here, which will work out very nicely. I've pushed a few of them down and collected some ender pearls. There's a few down there you can see. They are all one-hit kills, which is mighty nice, because I need a bunch more pearls. So occasionally I've been pushing them down the side and collecting a few. In fact, I may do that for a little bit because I'm going to need probably 2 stacks or so before I can spawn an endermite. It's only like a 5% chance, so I'm going to need a few pearls. think it's time for my enderman friends here to test out the farm. Here's how it works. Below, right here where I'm standing, that's where the endermite is going to sit on a cart, so he's going to be named so he won't despawn or move. And these guys, not that, because they can come through, I think I will stand right here and do a quick test and look at some of these endermen. And you can see they come running in and down they go, which works out really well. When the endermite is in business, that's what's going to be driving these guys bananas, and they'll come flying in from all the way around. I think pretty much from the far corner, that's 16 away in both directions, so I think that'll be enough to attract their attention. And they're going to go flying down through there. I can't open up this side because I was a doof and I made the slab there right under this gate. So it needs to be one further away. But it does seem to be working. And I have down below there some hoppers so that all these endermen, as they fall in and die, they're giving me their pearls because that's what I want. And I'm going to need some to spawn an endermite. I think I am ready. I have everything set up as far as the mob farm is concerned. I've got my little area here. Got the redstone block there. Got the spot where I can run the cart back and forth. I can hop in and out easily enough. I've got my name tag to go ahead and name the mini-mite. That's what I'm going to name him. Minecart to pick him up. And I'm going to do a golden apple, so I have some regen. So hopefully I won't die from all these pearls. Let's see if we can do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 14, 15, 16 pearls. There's 20. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Owie. That didn't work so well. My regen is gone. Darn. That's why it started to hurt. But that was over 20 and no endermite. Okay, try number 2. Gonna drink a potion of resistance this time. So I've got a longer amount of regen. And it's not going to be nearly as fast as the other regen, but we'll see how this goes. Eat some food too. That helps. If I'd been smart, maybe I would grabbed some featherfall boots, because that would stop the punishment of the ender pearls as much. Maybe that'll be test 3. So this is me in my single player test world. Nice layer of iron all around. And it took a stack and a half of these pearls before I spawned 2 of these endermites. And I think there was like one right after the other real quick. To get this to work, I had to spam them really fast. You can see I've got a regen and extra hearts and a bunch of those fun effects going on. I guess I'm just extra unlucky. So, okay. Featherfall, regen potion, lots more food. We'll get this going. Die. Die. Okay, attempt number 3. You can see I've got my sparkly protection 3 and Featherfall 4 diamond boots. They're backup boots, so I don't use them very often. But I am now going to try this again. Did a quick test in the single player world. Yes, they do spawn, so let's see if we can get this going. Yum, 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 yum. Yay, got one. Right there. Okay, let's name him Minimite. Got him. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so now that we've got him in place, I need to make sure that we can move him into the spot he needs to go. Okay, he needs to go right here. Yep, that's exactly where he needs to go. Let's make sure that this is surrounded on all the sides so it can't fall out. I gotta jump up. And let's push him in. Oh, tap. Go in, endermite. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so the Minimite is in place. I can break this stuff down. This should give us a fully functional ender farm now for ender pearls. Once I get out of the way. I am also going to have to get rid of my scaffolding up, but that is easily done. Alright, give me this, give me that, give me some of this. Oh. I put that border up there to keep them from falling down on top of the walkway, because that's not a fatal drop. And if they fall in any other location, then they just fall away and they're gone, and I don't care. Alrighty. We are good to go. That's opened. That's open. They're all open. Alright, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to go down this here. Alright. You can see they're starting to fall through. That's what we wanted to do. And I just need to clean this up by putting these borders back in place. I think we're fully functional. Oh yeah. It is done. You can see behind me that the endermen are falling down in streams. I think I'm putting a little bit of lag on the server. You can see it's pausing at times and then speeding to catch up. Before I run there to show you, I'm going to go into my sound and knock it all the way off for a very simple reason. As they come raining down, and there's that splat sound, there's also the scream sound. There's a lot of noise here. Just run back and forth, grab all the ender pearls you want. Boom, done. Yeah, I'm taxing the server a little bit with all these entities. I need to put an ender chest right there, but other than that, every chest here is now full with ender pearls. So there's ender pearls for days. Yep, got that done. Only thing left to do is kind of cap off the rest of the walkway, and completely done. Yep, loads of fun. So much easier than any of the piston pusher mob traps that I've done for endermen and other servers. So I am a big fan of the 1.8 dynamics on this. And the good news is I didn't die once. This has been Grok the Duck Farmer here on the Vanilla server. Thanks for watching. Bye! Let's see how it goes. Ouch. Ouch, oh, crap. That's not good.